very, very sketchy program. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it. I think it's a sketchy program. And I think that there might be some things that are going past the legal boundaries there. And so I'm looking at legislative ways to try to make these things, they're already illegal, I'm trying to make them more illegal. So right now they are not regulated by any city agency. The Human Resources Administration has no jurisdiction over them, really. The Department of Homeless Services has no jurisdiction over them. The Department of Health and Mental Hygiene has no jurisdiction over them. So we want to bring these programs under some kind of jurisdiction of the city so we could say, no, that you cannot continue to operate that way. So if anyone has anything that is causing alarm to them with regard to that particular facility, please reach out to my office. We're doing everything we can to keep a very, very close eye and monitor that. And again, working very closely with the 94th on that.
How long ago is it since we closed at the Greenpoint Hospital, which was also homeless? How long ago is that? That took for years for us to get that out.
Right. That
was a lot of trouble in the neighborhood.
Absolutely. Now that's a little bit outside of my district. I only go down to Meeker Avenue.
Do you know how long ago it was that we had?
I think it was about 6 or 7 years ago.
Even longer.
Yeah, I think longer, yeah. But
So
that was a lot of trouble. Let them do their history, yeah.
absolutely. No, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think that I don't
We
think
just
that.
got them out. Now we're going to get another one.
Right. I don't think the Department of Homeless Services, to be honest, that I don't think that it's really high on their list of concerns whether or not
Whether we care.
right, whether or not they care. Obviously, we do here. This is our
I
neighborhood.
think we should share the wealth with the rest of the city.
One would think, right?
What is in the Greenpoint Hospital now? I mean, is it empty? Because I know once they wanted it to be a homeless, but that didn't work. What's in there right now? Is
There
it
are
closed
homeless men
or
there.
boarded up?
No, it's not closed.
There are some homeless men being
Yeah.
housed
Are
on
there
the
homeless
facility.
in there
Yeah.
now? Oh,
Yeah,
Single
it's not-
men.
Yeah.
What?
I think they're single men.
Single men. Oh, that's nice.
It's not obviously as populated as it once was, but it's still an operating facility.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, then that doesn't, I mean, that's all the more fuel you could throw back to them. We have one already. What do we need? And we just got rid of a larger one.
Yeah.
I mean, Greenpoint has been jumped on for years and years and years.
Well, we have the largest wastewater treatment facility in the city
The
of New
waste,
York.
yeah.
The waste, the creek, everything, and then,
The oil spill.
the oil.
But in particular, one of the main reasons why that particular 400 McGinnis proposed shelter, the assessment center, the reason I'm so opposed to it is that it's tucked underneath the Pulaski Bridge right there. It's a very isolated area that you have to walk through a neighborhood to get to.
Well, it's even bad for them, whoever's staying there, because they can be murdered. They have been murdered there. They were found on the dump truck.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. And the guys can come in at any time of night. People walking through the neighborhood, in the middle of the night. So I'm doing my best, and I want to ask everyone's help in organizing the neighbors. And I'll be sending out everyone that was at the last meeting that we held. Will be getting a notice, and I'm going to send it out to as many people. I'm trying to send it out to as many people in the neighborhood as possible. Last time we sent out over 1,000 invitations. I'm going to do that again for the next meeting. And if everyone could let their neighbors know, because at this upcoming meeting, we're going to have the Department of Homeless Services and Help USA hopefully there, so that they can know and they can hear from us that, 100 out of 100 people that I talk to are against this thing in the neighborhood, and I don't know if that's really sinking in.
I don't like to be against the homeless, but when the way you describe them, and then they're going to be dumped and left, and then who's stuck with them after they're dumped?
Well, let me tell you, I still remain very concerned about, we have a homeless situation here in Greenpoint,
Big one.
and right next to my house, every night when I go home, I go in and check up on the guys, and they're underneath the BQ8, they're on a mattress. There's 3 guys that sleep on a mattress together, and tonight it's going to get to 20 degrees, and it can be very dangerous. There was a gentleman that died a month ago in McCarran Park. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a guy that was over in Bellevue, but another, what they're called chronic public inebriates.
You can't live in this kind of weather unless you're indoors.
So I remain very concerned about those guys.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants them on the streets, but spread the wealth. We have our share. Every community should take care of their own community.
Right, and what this would be doing would be bringing 200 additional guys, and that's a
That's
problem.
a lot of people, yes.
Yes, just recently, we had a group that was sleeping under the bridge just where I live. I'm on Anger between Meeker and Montauk,
Yeah.
and across the street
Mhm.
where the crossing guards are, calling, nothing was done. Well, I got on the phone and I called the Department of Sanitation, told them the whole story, have it logged. Well, that evening, that's all the other people calling, nothing was done. That evening, I ran out, my son was leaving for work, and I saw there were about 2 patrol cars, 4 police officers got out, and they were putting them on an ambulance.
Yeah.
But the filth under there, mattresses, dirty bottles. Well, the following day, this was 11 o'clock at night, following day, it was all gone. So that was taken care of. And they're not there anymore. These are the children that walking back to school.
No, they're still there on
So
some.
now, but they're not where we are. Maybe it's Downford, because that I took care of.
Well, that's
And I'll
not
take
really
care of it again.
It's really sad, it's very sad. Something should be done to help them.
Absolutely,
with
I
that.
agree. I mean, that's something that's something that
You
we're
don't wanna
looking
see
at as well. I mean,
anybody. This weather, you can't survive.
Where did you see these mattresses?
they're on it's Sutton.
Oh,
Sutton.
Sutton. No, this was underneath. This
Yeah.
was under the bridge.
This is under the BQE as well, but
Right,
on,
but
at
Sutton.
Sutton, right
Okay, that's
at the
right.
way end.
Exactly,
I live
that's
on
that
Morgan,
other
so
end.
it's right there. So.